In 2013, he graduated with computer science degree. Life later took him into the engineering industry, where he drew years of real-world experience as an electrical engineer. But in 2025, he took a bold decision to return to school and pursue a master's degree in cybersecurity. This is not just a career story. This is a story about reinvention, resilience, and passion for cybersecurity. Welcome to the Ledger. Good afternoon, Mr. Chief Wasan, and thank you for coming.
Good afternoon, Mr. Taptue.
Thank you. Can you introduce yourself and tell us about your journey since graduating in 2013?
Alright, as already mentioned, I'm Chofu Hassan. Okay, I graduated in the University of Time in 2013 in the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, option Computer Science. Since my graduation in 2013, my life has been a continuous journey of learning, practical experience, and innovation. Yeah. So I graduated in computer science. My hope was to have something in the domain of computer science, but life took me a different way because there was an opportunity for real work in electricity. So that's how I find myself into the field of electrical engineering, let's say corporate it. So I did a lot of things there. So we work. I've taken part to the installations of transformer, to implantations of electrical network and extensions of electrical network to medium voltages. We have made electrical wiring for buildings. The major one that we did was the whole of 25,000 place that we did in Kume Betwa. So the wire there. I've worked, we have installed a lot of dormitories because I was working for a Christian organization, the Christian Missionary Fellowship International, which is building the headquarters in the other side of the east. So we wired villas, dormitories, halls, and I've worked a lot in the field of electricity or electrical engineering. Yeah. So I don't know if I answer your question.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask the second question. Yes. What's the specific moment when you realized that you wanted to return to cybersecurity?
That is the question is a bit difficult to answer, but let me try to answer it this way. I wasn't really, I didn't plan, like, let me return to cybersecurity on the first hand. So the problem was with the difficulty in the nation into breaking into the field of technology, and with the add-on skills that I have in electrical or in electronic engineering. I started feeling the fact that the world may one day become wholly connected. So everything being connected, you buy some electrical tools, there's a possibility that they should be connected. even in installing some solar plant. You have some solar equipment, some inverters that gives you the opportunity to get them connected.
Yeah.
So I started realizing the fact that almost everything in the world may one day be connected. And talking of it being connected, we already seen the fact of not just having the thing, but protecting the thing from the outside attack, the attack from the network, which I already have a pre-knowledge since I have a background in computer science, working in the field of electrical engineering. So, and that was one of my motivation. So I was like kind of trying to look what can I, because in my mind was artificial intelligence may be the best way to fight against the attack. So in the course of searching where I can do a better program of artificial intelligence in the nation, I met a graduate from cybersecurity in the University of Birmingham, and he presented the program to me, and I was kind of, yes, that resembles what I want to do. Is meeting my expectation. Is meeting my vision of life. So I make a quick research to know about the program, about the Center for Cybersecurity and Mathematical Cryptology, and wow, the program was interesting. That's how I found myself in the field.
Why do you choose 2025 as the good moment to go back to school? And why not 2015 or 2020?
Okay. Why not 2014, 15, or why not just continue with the study?
The work, also the work.
Yeah. No. Why? If I get your question, where is why choosing to return in 2025?
Yeah.
To study.
Yeah.
Instead of maybe 2015 or
2020.
All right, that is an interesting question. I didn't grow in a very well family.
Yeah.
I have been struggling all the time to get what I need to have to pursue my education. So all the time I have to be like working or trying to get something that may help me to continue life. So for me, graduating, I didn't really have the intention to be schooling going on. So it was also the moment for me to start being financially productive. Since in the background, like in the military background, some of the military background, if you are the first son of a mother, a child send you to school, and therefore you kind of have some charges upon you to take care of the younger one. So I could not just abandon also that side. Like, so those were some of the elements that were not giving me a lot of freedom to just focus on school, like school for school. I wanted to be productive, and added coupled to it, I was seeing myself more of an entrepreneur than a scholar. So I did not only work in the field of electricity.
Yeah.
I've done farming, rearing of rabbits, rearing of pigs, fowl.
Don't forget to make money.
So yeah, to make money. The goal of it was to make money.
Yeah.
So, and I was in the ambition of building a whole company.
Yeah.
That start from the production of one day chicks to production of to the fowl that they eat in the market, that they sell and eat in the market. So in that purpose, so since I was already working in the field of electricity, my uh, uh, my curiosity pushed me about incubators, hatch egg. So I was fully in the process of pushing forward with that technology. So, but I was limited because of money, the lack of money, the lack of funds and investment, and also some let me say the hard life and the fake promises made by your family members or even the nation say everything will be available, but at the end it's not always that. So I was seeing myself an entrepreneur. I didn't even hear that when I say here I read fish, catfish and tilapia fish. Yeah, I read them. So all those things was pushing me to just move forward, and yeah, because I wanted to be at least a life that made me a bit stable. If you have to go to school, even in school you need to eat. Yeah, so I have to gather at least a minimum expenses so that even if I find myself in school, I can cope with the basic requirements without necessarily bothering people. Okay. So because of that, I could not return to school earlier.
What about the doubt? What fear or doubt did you face before making that decision? I mean, not easy to wake up one morning and say, just want to go back to school, to be a family.
Yeah, that is a heavy decision to decide to return to school, but it's all about passion. Yeah, it's all about passion. The question was not too much of the doubt. The question was, am I doing the thing that passionates me? Yeah. Am I doing the thing that makes me feel I am existing?
Yeah. So you say something earlier. Money. When you are there, how do you make money when you're in school?
No, actually in school I am completely unproductive. Yeah. So not completely unproductive. I still have my small other I still work with the Christian Missionary Federation International. Actually, I am one of the administrator of their online platform that manages the Bible corresponding course. Yeah. So from time to time, there are some small motivation you can see from there, and also some loved ones abroad who from time to time give me assistance, and the money that I prepare for the working is still helping me. I have other interests, so I, I cannot say I'm completely unproductive, but I'm not as productive as I want to be.
Maybe last year.
Maybe last year. Okay. I'm not as productive as last year.
Why cybersecurity specifically after here in another field? Because you have the possibility to grow in electrical engineering or telecommunication.
Why cybersecurity? Okay, as I earlier mentioned, I have a background in computer science, that is in tech.
Yeah.
So no matter the field I find myself in, there's always that reflection back on your background, the tech. So as you are working even in the electrical field, you are kind of viewing it, but with the tech background. So once I realized that the world is getting more and more connected, many equipment connected, inverter connected, charge controller connected, fridge connected, everything almost. We are already having the car connected. So with the growth of the connected objects, I started viewing that the more and more people will be in need of specialists in security field, because having the background in computer, I knew that one of the major problems is how to secure systems. and seeing those new entry in the connected field, how are they secure? Those may be the equipment that are the less secure in the whole ecosystems of the connected things. And it's kind of I kind of feel like there's a field, there's a field, there's a future inside cybersecurity, even if it is only related to the connected object, to the newly added ecosystem of the connected object.
Yeah.
That is different from the computers, the servers, and all that we all know today.
Which area of cybersecurity interests you the most today?
Okay, given the fact that I still have the ambition of being a self, a job builder, I think the field of security operations center will fit me the best because in that field it talks more of teamwork, it talks more of being monitoring or carrying out a response plan actively when there's a problem. So I believe that field will suit me the best.
What has been the biggest challenge in returning to academic life after years in industry?
The biggest challenge for me is first of all the loss of freedom. Academic life condition you tight. You are just obliged to be restricted in your freedom. So that is one big challenge. And the second one is that it limits you financially. If you have an opportunity to go and make a side job somewhere, you are very limited. There's a pressure, you are not effective there. So, and it limits you financially because it reduces the amount of money you're supposed to normally have.
Will you make the same decision again? You just go back and you decide again to go back to school?
I'm not understanding your question.
Will you make the same decision again?
Yeah.
Decide to go back to school?
See, let me stop for you. Is it that if they bring it back to the beginning of this program, will I still decide to go to school, or is it that the question is that after finishing the program, will I?
No. After this program, you will bring back.
If they bring me back,
bring you back.
The program has really interested me. Particularly about the center, the way the workload is, and the practical skills I'm gaining. I'm kind of believing that if I was to go back and to make the decision again, I would still choose to do it because I feel like this is the appropriate moment to do this stuff. Later on, I'm not sure I will be having the time again for it. This is the best moment to do it.
Okay. Did you ever feel behind compared to younger students?
I am not so complex. I'm not somebody who is complex. So like I will see I'm younger people, how will I feel? For me life is just simple, and I better adopt the philosophy of white people. You can go to school at any time. And you just have to define that is it interesting me, and you put in your best. So I'm not kind of trying to compare with any student like I'm behind or see young students no, that's not how I feel like. I don't feel like that. I'm kind of optimistic people. In fact, I always tell myself, as I used to tell some of the classmates, I am sure I am meeting the right people at the right moment. So the younger generation that I have the opportunity and the grace to meet are the best people I could have met ever. So it's not about feeling complex, but it's about building together with them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan.
You're welcome.
What keeps you motivated during difficult moments? Because it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not really easy. I have a family that I'm married.
Yeah.
I have not put my
Today,
ring.
just today.
There are some difficulties at the moment that you feel when your child is not having up to what you're supposed to have, when your wife is not having everything you thought you could have provided her in terms of care, in terms of taking care of her. If I had a business that I could run and do, and maybe make some extra 30K, 50K, and just come, she's kind of, I don't have any dresses and you train on me, I just take this and go and buy it. So you are restricted and it is difficult. So in terms of difficulty, I motivate myself that after the rain, after the rain, the sunshine. After the night, very soon, the day is coming. So it keeps me motivated. I am a kind of ambitious somebody, so I don't allow myself too much in depression and discouragement. I give reason that life, the future will surely be better, and it is worth doing what I'm doing now.
What advice will you give to professionals who are afraid of changing career? Because they're not
having changed in many careers, I actually have changed or have done many things compared to electrical engineering. I have an experience in the field of teaching. I have an experience in working with charity work with charity work with the association for mercy. We have visited prison and so on. So I've changed domain. Not that I've changed some side of like charity work, just side work. So you have maybe your free Sunday, you can go and visit the prison and bring them something and so on. So life is about just the courage. So many people are missing a lot just because they lack of it. The fear of not starting or the fear of the unknown is what keeps people not there. And let me assure you, at the time you're there and you are just shocked that the results are phenomenal. When I launched into the field of electricity, just my productivity there make the engineering field really respect me. If I was afraid, I would never have dared. Having a background in tech and not in electrical, building incubators is it takes courage and it takes determination that what I don't know is in fact let me know it. So don't be afraid of changing field. If you feel something that passionates you and you don't know about it, just the fact of not knowing makes you human. And the fact of trying to know what you don't yet know, it bridges the gap between your dream, what you want to do, and the actual situation. So fear will keep you never trying to do it. So never you be afraid of starting something, even if you feel like you want to go up above the star, above what the technology is ending. It's what you feel like that. Don't be afraid. Just start working on. It is one step after the other. And one day you turn back and look behind and say, here I am at the right place.
Okay. Do you believe it's ever too late to enter into cybersecurity?
Uh, that is okay. My answer to that question is a subjective answer.
Yeah.
So not everybody is obliged to see the way I see.
Okay.
But generally, for me, a principle of life is that it's never too late. Better late than never.
Never.
And in those, you don't know what awaits you. So if you just there, you don't know, you may be the prominent person in the field. So it is not staying long does not guarantee that you produce, but you may just switch, and in few time you make you have chance to make a discovery that changed the game, and that put your name in the list of the people. So I will say, according to me, it's never too late to switch into cybersecurity or to get into the field of tech.
Now, our last question. What message do you want people watching this interview to remember?
What message? What do they? I think it's still what I said a while ago, is that there's a future in tech with the connected world. There's future in cybersecurity. Everywhere people will need cybersecurity specialists.
Yeah.
Everywhere. As the world get connected more and more, cybersecurity specialists will be in it more and more. In the hospital, in health field, electrical field, even farming. Today we talk of smart farming. Imagine having a big farming system that just, and you have invested a lot of money, like hundreds of dollars or millions or tens of millions of CFA, and a cyber guy just attack it. And those fish, if it is a fish pond business, one day is sufficient for some fish to die. So you'll be needed there just for the security of the system. Since it is a connected world, you will be needed. Let's take a building company, like a building construction company that have stops connected, those big elevators and that carry weights high up. If it is connected and therefore programmed, and somebody attack it in a way it cannot move, it cannot shake, and therefore you have to stop work maybe for days in order just to repair it. A cyber security specialist will have prevented it. So just as tech has invaded all domains, cyber security is following. Wherever tech scratch their hand, cyber security is there. So don't be afraid to get involved in the field of cyber security. Don't be afraid, and don't say it is too late. Start, and don't push it. Don't postpone it 2 months. Start today. You don't need to be in a training center or in an academic institution. Where start with a little way. Start following online training. Start building skills in cyber security. We don't know where it is, but there's a future in cyber security. So that will be the message I want every person to share concerning cybersecurity. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tofasan,
You're
for
welcome.
advice. Thank you very much. Every journey leaves lessons, and some journey inspire change. Some remind us that it's never too late to reinvent ourselves. This was Meet the Agent. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.